Here are the 5 dumbest things I did growing up. I found a hair clip and I wanted to straighten the ends of it to pick a lock. I started shoving it into the PowerPoint socket and then I realized that was probably a bad idea. I somehow worked out a plan that the safest thing for me to do would be to unplug a cord from the back of the radio and use the little holes in that cord. But it didn't occur to me that that cord was still plugged into the wall. Anyway, I ended up with first-degree burns and a lot of regret. So for my next story, one day, while I was watching TV, the power suddenly went out in my house. It didn't take me long to figure out one of the fuses had blown. I decided I'd fix it myself. My 12-year-old unqualified self was very, very confident in my abilities to do this. So I pulled out the blown fuse and replaced a small burnt out wire with thick chicken wire. That's usually used in fences and that sort of thing. I assumed just because it was wire, it should work just as well as the other stuff that was in the fuse. So I eventually added the fence wire in after a bit of poking and prodding and shoved the fuse back into the box because it wouldn't fit. Feeling very satisfied, I went back inside and continued watching TV. Just to let you know that fuses are designed to be a weak point, but what I had essentially done is placed an object into the fuse that would never ever burn out, essentially making my house an incredible fire hazard. That was probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done. My third story is a little bit weird. I really wanted a brown bike. I grabbed some house paint and then I painted my whole entire bike brown. That includes the spokes, the seat, the brakes, the brake cables, even the chain was painted brown. The bike became basically unusable and it was nicknamed the Darrow bike. Okay, for my fourth story. I wanted to activate my fight or flight instincts. I was really young, so I didn't really understand how that worked. So I rode full speed towards a cactus thinking that my survival instincts would kick in and save me, but it didn't work out that way. So I went straight into a cactus in front of everyone. For my next story, I think people are going to start to see a pattern. I was watching cartoons and I think it was Bugs Bunny, he got electrocuted so his skeleton was flashing forwards and backwards. So I wondered if I peed on the power socket, if my skeleton would become visible. So I think I made my way over to a power socket, turned it on. I think you can guess the rest. So that's where I'm going to leave the video. It's my first time making a video like this, so if you like it, let me know and comment on it. If not, let me know why you don't like it and what I can do to make it better.